okay, I've done it again. I've made a stupid mistake with my golf clubs. You see, just the other day, I went to the biggest second-hand golf shop in all of England. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna find some irons that excite me, that ignite my will to passion and want me to get better. So I picked out these. I did a video on them, guys, and I said if this video gets 30,000 likes, it was a bit ambitious, but I thought we might get more than we got, that people would want me to play with them all year. And I've stuck with them just in case that video does take off, because YouTube's a funny beast and sometimes it can take off. The video could get 30,000 likes. I'd use them all year. I'm really hoping that video doesn't take off, because it's not exactly been the smoothest of smooth sailing, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to play a few holes today at Woolley Park Golf Club and talk about it, and hopefully you won't see what I mean. How's that? Right. I mean, that's well struck, but it is yeah, it's not in the middle of the fairway. Not ideal. So the clubs in question are, of course, the Cobra RF Forged Ricky Fowler Edition irons. And if you don't think they look beautiful, then, well, I can't really help you too much, aside from maybe checking you in for an eye test or something like that. Because these are the best looking irons I've ever seen. And when they're good, they're very good. But the issue with that is when they're bad, they're not the best. And by not the best, I mean they don't go anywhere. So a lot of people in the comments said, oh, you'll be fine with them, blades aren't that difficult to hit, if you misstrike them, it's not really that important that there's no technology in them. I'm seeing different, I really am, and I know a lot of people who are traditionalist golfers say, oh, you should play with blades anyway, but it is almost starting to sap the enjoyment out of it a little bit. I did a video just the other day using the Callaway Apex DCB irons. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go to that extent, but I'm also not going to lie, some of the shots that I played with those clubs were that easy, were that simple, were that bad at golf swings, but ended up like this. It's got me thinking, I need a middle ground. I probably need a middle ground. So really, as much as it pains me to say it, these clubs probably aren't for me. The new TaylorMade MBs probably aren't for me. The gorgeous Titleist MBs probably aren't for me. Although both of the latter are a lot more forgiving than these bad boys. I think there's a reason why Ricky Fowler didn't put them in the bag. And it's not the looks. And I'll tell you for when this dawned on me as well, because I'd love to say it was an epiphany. I'd love to say that it was something that really just kind of sparked up really quickly. But realistically, it's been more a slow, painful observation over time, which nothing in golf should be. Nothing should be painful, nothing should be stressful. And I've done a lot of practicing inside here at Woolley Park in the simulator room, and they've been great. Like, I'm hitting greens at 170 yards with a 7-iron because I've got ideal scenarios. I'm in there in my shorts and t-shirt, it's lovely. I've got a nice flat line, I'm hitting into a simulator. And then I practice out on even a driving range. Some of the performance drop-off was astronomical, and mainly for when I hit it out of one area of this club. Come on, let's play a nice one. Oh, that is so good though. I mean, you hit shots like that and you can't believe you're even thinking about taking it out of the bag. That's nearly gone in. Why does this always happen? Like, why can't I just play badly like I have been doing? You see, I was filming a video for our second channel, Get Good at Golf, the other day, and I was talking about iron striking and how you can strike your irons much better. I struck a few of them out of the toe and I literally lost like 30 yards with a 5-iron. And I'm thinking, that's a lot to lose with a 5-iron. I know these obviously are some of the smallest irons, if not the smallest irons ever made. But 30 yards is 30 yards, and the problem was I was striking them out of here. You see, here on this golf club, there's not a lot of room for error, and I was just pleased it wasn't out of here, because that gets in your head badly. But then you go and hit a shot like this, and you're like, well, you know what, James, maybe you should stick with them. Maybe you should just be better. But okay, so that's actually a little bit further away than what you might think. It's a touch long, but it was a 7-iron. I could have maybe gone 8. But my issue there is I don't trust the miss hit. I didn't want to miss it short, because this flag is a nightmare when you come up short. So if you're already double guessing yourself with a 7-iron, it's not really that productive, is it? But then if we do birdie the opening hole, is it productive? Should I use these clubs? Am I just talking absolute nonsense? Guys, comment below, you're here to help, hopefully, sort of. It's never gonna move that much. Easiest four you're ever gonna make though. couple of holes more. I mean, if I'm going to argue the corner, maybe the time of year hasn't helped as well. It is December or January now. It's absolutely freezing. And if you don't quite hit these right, you're not going to get any kind of performance whatsoever. Should I have a winter set and a summer set? Somerset, lovely down in Somerset actually. I was there not long ago, first time ever, but try and play a low little 4-iron. Just to talk you through how scary looking these are, look at this. I mean, look at that top line. I mean, you do sort of get used to it, and then you put something else in your hands like the Callaway Apex DCBs and you're like, wow, what on earth are you playing at hitting those, James? That's another absolutely perfect shot. Why are you doing this to me? Why now? Why? Hot and cold, like a tap. Just wish the hot would work a little bit more. It's winter. I'm well aware that I'm talking awfully a lot about myself in this video. I don't really like to do that. I like to make videos for you guys, about you guys, and about clubs for you guys. So do me a favour, get in the comments below. I'm going to read through them all. I want to see what irons you're using and how you honestly feel like they are going. Do you feel like you should use something a little bit more forgiving? Do you feel like you could maybe go to that next tier and use something a little bit more blade-like, a little bit less forgiving with more workability? Or are you happy with them and you think, you know what, I'm playing good golf, why would I bother changing? I don't feel like I'm ever in that position. I feel like it's me again, but I feel like it's always I need to move to that one or that one. There was nothing wrong with the Mizuno 223s. Do we just go back to that? Even the shot I said was perfect, I think, has missed the fairway. It may be only, oh, is it? No, maybe it's on. I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt. Just. It is just on the fairway, and this is the perfect opportunity to show you why I'm petrified of even the short irons. Now, a good shot here dances around that flag, finishes to about 5 feet, and you've got all the glory. A bad shot finishes short in the bunker, and you've got a horrible up and down. Now, we're only 140 yards. It should be around a 9-iron. There's not a lot of wind up here, so I'm going to go with said 9-iron. It is placing, so I'm going to clean the ball. There's no external factors here. We're in the fairway, so all I have to do is strike this properly. Wow. Like the toe just... Anyway. Come on, James. Good swing, good strike. Just put a good swing in it. That's all you have to do. That felt good. Just a little bit left. Oh, it's perfect. Like, that turf interaction for me is, I'm not going to lie, nothing short of heavenly. Especially this time of year. I don't know. I wasn't expecting this video to go this well, especially to that flag as well. Can certainly tell that Stuart is in charge of putting the flags out today for the competition tomorrow. Front left on the first, back left on the second, and I'll bet the next hole we play, the flag is middle right, or yeah, right hand side on the ridge. If it's not, I'll buy Stu a beer later. I bet it is. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed the fact that that shot is pretty much flag high. Tiny bit short, but I reckon it's pitched and come back. We have missed a green, but let's be fair, that's a 15-foot birdie putt. Or if your name's James Robinson, it is a 15-foot birdie chip, because one thing I have enjoyed with these clubs, once we take the mud off this ball, is the feel on short shots with this pitching wedge. I've absolutely loved it. Yeah, I mean, there's positives. There are positives. And this is another attempt at birdie. Oh! It's 2 pars, and let's see where that flag is on the next. I'm not going to lie, I feel like I set out to prove a point on this video. I'm not really proving much or learning much. Probably fun though, that's all that counts, I guess. Right, looks like I owe Stu a pint. The flag isn't on the right. It's actually a little temporary because we've had so much rain here in England. Typical winter. Either that or Stu heard what I said and quickly went and moved it onto the temp and didn't have time to cut a hole. I think that's what he did. This is a prime example though. We've got 110 yards. I'm going to hit the pitching wedge again, and this is where I'd be even more annoyed if I mishit it, because it comes out so dead. I almost don't know how hard to swing. Oh, that is so good. Be the number. I think that's going to be close. I'm almost disappointed because, you know what, I'm not disappointed. Maybe there's life in them yet, maybe I've overreacted, and maybe we're just having a really good time. Comment below if you are. I initially got excited, but it has just gone long here. 5 yards too much. Oh guys, that is level par using the Cobra RF forged blades. The scores are never that bad, but am I relying too much on, I don't know. Guys, get in the comments below, let me know what you think. Should I use them, should I not use them, should I sell them? I want you to tell me. Oh, that's disgusting. Apart from that guys, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. I'll wash my hands now. Bye.